right now I'm standing where the McFadden farm would have been, and this was the end of the battle right here. This is the end.
Late in the morning of January 2nd, 1863, Confederate Major General John Breckinridge gazed through the brush at newly arrived Union infantry occupying a partially wooded hill to his front near Murfreesboro. The Yankees had moved in the day before, alarming the local rebel commanders. Some suspected a trap, prompting the general to crawl beyond his picket line for a look. Just then a rider galloped up, summoning the Kentuckian to General Braxton Bragg's Army of Tennessee headquarters. The day was cold and overcast as Breckinridge mounted his horse to ride back to join his moody commanding officer. He could not have been enthused about the meeting. Bragg's unfair criticism of him after the 1862 Kentucky campaign, coupled with Bragg's seemingly vindictive execution of a young soldier in Breckinridge's command the month before, had left the two men bitter enemies. Things were about to get worse. Just after noon, Breckinridge rode up to Army headquarters, dismounted, and joined his commanding officer by a giant sycamore tree near the Nashville Pike. Bragg's blunt critical style made him a hard man to like and an easy man to hate. Now joined by his subordinate, Bragg explained his proposed assault. The previous day, a Yankee detachment had crossed Stone's River at a spot called McFadden's Farm, occupying a large hill on the river's east bank. He insisted that Breckinridge take that hill. Breckinridge was stunned. He had just returned from a reconnaissance of that very hill and was convinced an attack would be suicidal. Strong detachments of Yankees were situated on and near the grassy prominence. The Confederates would have to attack over several hundred yards of open fields subject to Union artillery fire. Breckinridge expressed his concerns, to which Bragg replied,
"Sir, my information is different. I have given the order to attack the enemy in your front and expect it to be obeyed."
That ended the discussion. The assault would go forward as planned. Bragg ordered Breckinridge to attack with his own 4 brigades at 4 p.m. Bragg's subordinates did not share his confidence. Breckinridge thought the plan was insane. Coming across one of his brigade commanders, Brig General William Preston, he exploded.
"General Preston, this attack is made against my judgment and by the special order of General Bragg. Of course, we must all try and do our duty and fight as best we can. If it should result in disaster, and I be among the slain, I want you to do justice to my memory and tell the people that I believe this attack to be very unwise and tried to prevent it."
General Breckinridge reluctantly ordered his 4,500 men to attack with 1 round loaded and bayonets fixed to their muskets. The assault began at 4 p.m. The Confederates charged forward and drove the enemy from the hill. They reformed and began pursuing the fleeing men in blue. For a moment, victory seemed to be within the Confederates' grasp. Along the opposite bank of the river, Union artillery trained their guns on the gray mass and waited for the chance to change the tide of the battle. As the Confederates came within range, the cannons began to fire. The earth shook and explosions ripped the air. For the Confederates, horror and despair dashed the momentary thrill of victory. At 3 p.m. stationed on this hill were 58 cannon commanding the field across the river. As the Confederates advanced over this field, the shot and shell from these guns resulted in a loss of 1,800 killed and wounded in less than an hour.
The men from the Kentucky Orphan Brigade, they swore revenge on Braxton Bragg for what he did.